Okay, you're at the Watchmen Way, April 7th, 2020. Um, I want to start off with new rules. Um, I was called by God to do this in 2014. Since that time, um, I have given up everything that was dear to me. The sport I loved, my home, my job, my wife, my kids for a little bit, to do this job. I haven't taken one penny and never will for anything I do. So I'm not going to ruin my health and, more importantly, confuse newbies or new members with their ignorant opinions. So, if you don't agree with what you hear here, I have no problem with you. Be on your way, no hard feelings. But I'm not going to allow you to create doubt in people who are finally getting on the right track, create doubt in their minds. So I'm chopping anybody who is speaking out against our message. And that's what you're doing when you're questioning anything that has to do with the way, anything that has to do with our message of getting people prepared, which is what God asked me to do in 2014. Nothing is going to deter us from that mission. Your opinions don't matter here. So if you want to run your mouth or your keyboard, you're gone. No warning, no second chance. Out. Have a good day. Don't come back. I'm not going to tolerate it. This is a private page. You don't have to be here if you don't like the message. Okay. Rant number 1 is over. Good news. We have a possible cancer cure and a possible cure for the virus. Quinine water and zinc. 50 to 100 milligrams of zinc a day. If you can't get quinine water, tonic water will work. You know, they say 4 to 6 ounces a day of tonic water with zinc, 50 to 100 milligrams of zinc, will cure this virus, flu, whatever you want to call it. I think even bigger might be, it's called soursop, I think is what it's called in some parts of the world. And graviola is the same thing. And basically you make tea out of this. And you drink, a cup a day or a couple cups a day. And I guess if you actually have cancer, I guess you probably want to be drinking it all day. But it's tea. It's 100% natural. So listen, guys, I think you can get this stuff at health food stores. So anybody who's going through this, and I know we have a couple of members, try this stuff, guys. I tried both of it, but I think this graviola. A new member actually got me onto this, and he had, I think it was Sitting Bull's grandson, I think is who he said it was, who was, I guess, riddled with cancer, and they said they gave him 6 months to live, and I guess that was a year ago. I think the guy's still alive and cancer free. Doctors don't know how to explain it. It's worth a try, guys. Graviola tea. Another doctor reports dramatic improvements when they use President Trump's cure, his treatment. It's pissing those guys off. Well, you can see here where the line's drawn, right? All the states that are fighting against the cure are globalist states, are liberal states. They want this. They want to kill as many people as they can and then blame President Trump. I mean, it's like, does anybody have a problem with this? I don't know. Almost half of small businesses will shut down if they can't reopen soon. This is worse than '08. The good news is they're going to wipe the slate clean. I don't think any of this makes any difference. This is going to play out. None of this is really going to come into play. Nobody's going to, I don't think, there was another one in here too about, the mortgage collapse if this goes on. And it's already gone too far. We're already there. I don't think anybody's going to lose their home. I think, it's going to be what we've been talking about. Anything on paper is going to get wiped out. Whatever you hold, you own. What was ever owed to you, wiped out. So your pension, your bank account. I mean, that's why it's so important to do what we're saying here, guys. You got to have assets outside the system to survive this financially. Your home value is going to go down 80%. You're going to own it free and clear, but it's going down 80% in value. Listen, all these prices were overinflated. It was crazy. I mean, paying $1 million for a 1,100 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. That's ridiculous. We're going back to what it should be, fair market value, without all the financial inflation. Trillions upon trillions upon trillions. The banks stole from us the last 100+ years. Stole from our families, our grandparents. It's over. And then, God, listen to people today sniping at President, getting little digs in here and there. President Trump. This goes to show how ignorant they are. People that think they're awake and talking like that. Anybody that criticizes President Trump is not awake. Because if you're awake, there's no frickin' way you can question him. No way. So think about that. If you got doubts in your mind, you got more work to do. Because there is zero doubt about President Trump. Zero. That's coming from God, whether you believe it or not. And when you say things like that, you are working against us. You are working against America. You're working against the patriots. This is the time to be united, not to snipe. This is the greatest time to be alive in history. Think of the significance. And you want to snipe at President Trump? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You will be when you wake up. When you wake up, you'll realize that you made a jackass out of yourself. And maybe hurt someone else. Think about that. Think about your ignorance putting the doubt in somebody who has a family, put it in his mind, so he passes on Litecoin. And then 3 months from now, he's flat broke, thanking you. Think about that. Think about destroying someone else's dream. Rant number 2. Okay. We're being warned that the shutdown could collapse. Well, basically all the markets. Oh, the mortgage market. Oh, it's going to collapse all the markets. What are you talking about? Oh, this crazy stock market. Oh, God. Get your money out. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people getting sucked in right now. You can hear the sucking sound. These fish who think, oh, the last couple of days have been good. I'm going to jump in with both feet. And then the tsunami's going to hit. Anybody that still has their money in paper, God, come on. Take an IQ test, please. It's crystal clear. You got to be a blind man. I'm disabled because of my vision. I can see it. I saw it 5 years ago. People really thought I was crazy back then. Look where we are right now. Any day, this whole thing's coming down. Or we get the reset, which is even better. Remember, we talked about that. An organic collapse that happens naturally, and that's going to happen any day. You know, a bank's going to fail, and they're not going to be able to pay, and then the people that they're supposed to pay aren't going to be able to pay. It's a domino. The whole thing comes down. A little wisp of a wind can knock this thing over. You got to be ready. You can't have your money on paper. I mean, just common sense would say maybe we ought to put it into at least silver if you don't want to take a chance on cryptocurrencies, which to each his own. There's silver. I mean, if you're a millionaire, you probably have to do some gold. And you want to, don't put it in a vault. Put it in your hands if you have to bury it somewhere. It's better than putting it in a vault. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You know what country it's in? Hey, if it's not on U.S. soil, you're a sucker. Because you don't know what's going to happen. We're going to get through this fine. America is going to get through this with flying colors, trust me. Better than anyone in the world. Far better than anyone in the world. Especially when you throw the Watchmen in. Because we're really going to tilt this thing. You got to wake up. If you're not on board, you better get on board. I mean, if you want to, you got the plan B isn't that bad. You're not going to starve. You're not going to be homeless. I don't think anybody is. But you're going to be starting from the bottom. Again. Wouldn't it be nice to have a jump start? If I'm half right, you will never have to work again. If you just invested, well, I shouldn't say that anymore because most people don't have a portfolio. We've been bled dry. Okay. God. 10-year bond yield prices, lowest yield on record. Yeah. Treasury is supposedly going to ask for $200 billion more for small business loans. Hey, go ahead, give it to them. Give them $1 trillion. It doesn't matter. I don't. At this point, I swear to God, we're at what the 7th of April. It doesn't make any difference from here on out what happens. It doesn't. Collapse, whatever, because we're there. It's just, are we going to get there in a week or are we going to get there in a month? That's the difference. I don't care. I can wait a month. It's not going to go much farther than that. We're talking nothing when you look at the big picture of things. I mean, I want this to be over, trust me. I wanted it to be over a long time ago. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, yeah. The global food supply chain wasn't built for this. No kidding. Nothing was built for this. Well, I shouldn't say that. Not very many people saw the scope of this. I think most people thought, oh, well, we'll have another '08, and then we'll just kind of keep going. No, the whole thing should have come down in '08. Now it's 100 times worse. Like an earthquake, when you go up 1 point, it's multiplied like 100 or whatever. It's the same deal here. It would have been much easier to tolerate in '08. Personally, I'm glad it worked out the way it did, because I completely changed my position from where I was in '08. And I know most of you guys have too. The newbies, you need to get on board because there's not much time left. Silver's, there's people are scrambling for silver right now. Every day, it's less and less. Like I said, when this thing goes, forget buying it. Forget it. You can go ahead and try and rush to the line or get on the phone or get on the computer. Those computers are going to be blown up. They won't be able to handle the traffic because you have 7.5 billion people figuring it out at the same time. See, we're all in first place. We're at the front of the line. You don't want to be behind us because who knows what you're going to get if you get anything. Wake up. Do something positive. And it's if I'm wrong, if I'm 100% wrong, you haven't lost anything. You still have assets. In a year, nothing happens, sell them, whatever. It's a good investment. Precious metals. Look at them. Listen, all this manipulation is ending. No matter what, that's going to happen. Just when that happens, silver's at $175 or whatever it is, 10% of gold. That's how it will be priced. It's been manipulated. It was 100 to 1 was the ratio. The historical average is 10 to 1. That's how it comes out of the ground, 10 to 1. That's what the price should be. That's what it's been for 5,000 years until the last 50. Yeah, 50. And they manipulate it down. Well, those days are gone because the manipulators are out of here. So right away, that's a pretty nice jump. It would pay for your if you lost everything in Litecoin, it would pay Litecoin, it'd pay for everything. If just that happened. But way more than that's going to happen, trust me. Greatest transfer of wealth in human history. Man's greatest achievement. Eradicating this evil from the world. 90% of the evil in the world is gone. Think about it. All the wars. There's no war if not for these people. Yeah, every single war the last 300 years is them. Every terrorist attack. Just removing that influence from the world changes the world forever. And then you add on everything else. Man's greatest age. 1,000 years of peace and prosperity. That's what's coming. You know, if you want to be negative, go somewhere else. This is not the place for you. If you want to spout me some verse in the Bible, you better know some facts. You better know where the Bible came from and who was responsible for assembling it. You better come to me with the truth, because most people they don't understand the Bible. They don't understand what it was meant for. It's not literal. I mean, it's very simple. The way. How do you get more? How do you get more basic than that? Jesus didn't have a Bible. The way didn't have a Bible. You don't need one. When you do the right thing every time, you tell the truth every time, you live your life in the service of others, you treat others with respect, no violence unless it's in self-defense. The church is everywhere. It's how we live our lives every day. Where's the downside? This is where we're headed. Biggest religion in the world by 2040. That's what God showed me. The way. The world is starved for it. Think about it. You see people like Joel Osteen in their mega church, in their mega house, driving $1 million sports cars. You think God is happy with that? He's not. Oh, he told me he's not. Those days are over. These people are going to be exposed for the frauds they are. Everything that's hidden will be known. Everything. The frauds will be exposed. The world has changed forever. Look around. Enjoy it. Savor this time. People are going to be asking you about this for the rest of your life. Trust me. We're going through the biggest event in human history, bar none. I keep saying, I can't hardly describe what God has shown me, or what our future is like. Heaven on earth. So let's all try and be more positive. Listen, if you got a problem with something I'm saying, message me. I got no problem talking to somebody about anything I have to say. But I'm not going to take away from someone else's future, because that's what's at risk here. When you put doubt in someone else's mind, I can't tolerate it. I can't. Not here. You want to argue about it, I'll argue all day. If you have an open mind, use your critical thinking skills, I'll argue you to death on anything I'm committed to, anything that we're talking about here. Because you can't prove me wrong. I mean, think about it. How do you prove that wrong? It's perfection. As perfect as man can make something. And I actually think this is made by God. This is his church. That's the other thing. I am not a preacher. I'm a watchman. I'm a messenger. I have no desire to be a pope. This is not my religion. The watchmen are doing what God asked us to do, which is put this out there. We're going to be the conduit between the ministries and the money. And we're not going to touch it. It's going to go, we're going to make sure this is as transparent, as clean as it can be, because we're going to make that system. We're going to make it for the benefit of our brothers, for us, for our families, instead of what's best for business or the guys with the money. When you look at it that way, you design something totally different. That's why I keep telling people, leave for a year, go to the moon, come back, you won't recognize the place. I mean, things are moving fast, guys. Anyway. What are you doing on time here? Let's see. Oh. Paris bans exercise. What? You can't do push-ups in your living room? I mean, my God. I don't know. There's so much overreach right now, especially in the EU, right? They're going gung-ho. They're getting total control. Yeah, but they're not going to have it for long. Let's see. Yeah, lockdowns tighten. Yeah. EU looking for an exit strategy. But the World Health Organization urges, don't ease the measures too early. Here's the globalist mouthpiece. WHO is not our friend. Unless you're a globalist. Yeah, this is the other thing. How do we jump to people are going to, they hear this clown who's got he's got no say. I think he was a WHO doctor, saying that they may have to come and drag people out of their homes. Not going to happen on President Trump's watch. I don't care who the hell this jackass is. He's not running the show. He's trying to create fear is what he's doing. And he's doing a pretty good job based on what I saw on social media this afternoon. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys, because The blood pressure's through the roof. Um, Small business optimism crashes by most ever. I wonder why. But hey, keep drinking that Kool-Aid. The stock market's going to come back. Ay, ay, ay. Give me a break. Jobs are gone. Africa facing complete economic collapse as the virus spreads. Austria becomes the first Euro state to start to reopen its economy. We'll see how that goes. As U.S. consumers slide into depression, they have never been more bullish on stocks. Well, yeah. This whole, again, it goes to show some people who think they're awake and they're talking about, a police state. How do we get there? Did President Trump switch teams? It's crazy. And these people think they're awake because they're questioning. No, questioning when you're in the middle of a war, that's not a patriot. You question after the shooting stops. And if you don't understand what's happening right now, what's being done behind the scenes, you're not awake. You got more work to do. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. Chris, how you doing? Teddy, what's up? Darren, cousin Bill, Tessie too, how you doing? Rita, Mike, Susan, Joanne. Whoop, what did I do? Joanne, Brittany, sister-in-law Heidi, Timothy, what's up? Roxy, how are you? David, what's up? What the heck? Genie being attacked. They're out to get me, guys. Kathy, what's up? Shirley, how are you? Dennis. Amanda, hello. Amanda, who's writing a book about her and our experiences. Cindy, what's up? Randy, Dawn, Justin. William, how are you? Linda, Christopher, Timothy, Kathy. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Deborah, Dallas from Montana. Rebecca, Myra, Lisa, Kevin, what's up? Julie, Lake County Rodeo Queen, probably 1978, I'm guessing. JC, what's up? Cody, how you doing? Jeremy, Eric, Tanya, what's up? And Randy, JW, Cynthia, Kevin, Margaret. Hey, Glenn. Our Ukrainian friend from New York. Keith, what's up? Tina, how are you? Susie, Susie. She's one of the angels. Sandy, what's up? Danielle, Kelly, Nat, what's up? Julie, Stephen, Gilbert, Amy, Kathleen, how are you? Oh, I bought more Litecoin today. Patricia, Leslie, Raylyn, Vidal, Garrett, Mike, Eleanor, how are you? Cousin Monica, what the? Wait a minute. Something's not right. What did I do? I'm missing all the questions. Okay, guys. Physical silver, Litecoin. Gemini.com, SDBullion.com, JMBullion.com. Don't wait. Any day, this thing could go down. David. I miss David. Oh, what? We got no questions? Okay, guys. Let's be positive for the rest of this thing. I'm not going to argue with anybody anymore. It's just not worth it. If you don't want to listen, go somewhere else. It's that simple. No hard feelings. Everybody has a right to their own opinion, but it's just, I've got a job to do, and that comes first. That goes above your right to disrupt our page. But as far as reaching out, guys, this is it. Every day matters. Every person matters. We're getting more people every day. You guys are doing an awesome job. You should be proud of yourselves. I'm proud of you. We just got to keep going, though. We got to finish this. We can't stop now. I think I'm going to wrap it up with my prayer. For God and country. Amen. I'll see you tomorrow night, 5 Pacific. Remember, fear not. God and President Trump are 100,000% in control. See you tomorrow night at 5 Pacific. God bless.